Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to complete your first timesheet on the app and how to submit it accordingly and allocate all your hours. So let's get started. First, we're going to start by selecting the hours icon in the left corner, and then we're going to select new time entry. As you can see, the ribbon just below my name is flashing. It's saying tap here to start your timer. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now that I've started my timer, I can see that it's saying I started at 2:35 p.m. I know that in actuality, I started at 7:30 this morning, so let's go ahead and roll back my timer. Keep in mind that if you ever forget to start your timer, you can also roll it back throughout the day to reflect your actual start time. Now, below we see the ribbon flashing again. It's saying tap here to stop your timer. So that's what I'm going to do. It is now stopped at 2:35, and the clock is rounding down and keeping it at 7 hours exactly for me. Depending on where you stop your timer, the app will automatically round up to 15 minutes or it can keep it rounded down at an even number. If we continue working our way down the list, we'll go through everything together and we'll start with lunch. So for lunch, I'm going to put in my regular 30-minute lunch break. It now says to me, minus lunch, you've worked 6 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, so now I know I have to add a project and I have exactly 6 hours and 30 minutes that I need to allocate accordingly. So let's start with that. I'm going to pick an out-of-town project like Nova, Red Deer, because I want to show you how to select LOA as well before submitting your timesheet. So here's what I could charge my time to. I know personally that my cost code I always charge to is 01570, safety equipment and orientation. So I'll select that. I'm going to charge 5 hours there. There we go. So it's now showing me that I have 5 hours charged to Nova 50th Street, Red Deer. So it's also showing me that I still have 1 hour and 30 minutes remaining that I need to allocate accordingly. So I'm going to search for training. Let's say I was working on my CSTS today and I actually finished it. If I type in the word training, I can find the training cost code 5920 very easily. I'm going to select that. And then I'm going to select FCMI training field staff. That is where field staff at Fillmore Construction will always charge our training time. I'm going to charge 1 hour and 30 minutes to the completion of my CSTS. Just below the charge, you can see that now it's flashing course name. So in here is where I would write in CSTS for my manager to see, as well as accounts payable, so they know exactly what I was working on. Next, below it, you see the icon with the camera and the word certificate. So right here, if I happen to have a picture of the certificate, I could take a new photo, or perhaps I have a picture of the certificate already on my phone, and I could merely select it from my camera roll. That's what we would do. If we keep going down, we now see LOAs there waiting to be populated. So it's either $60 or $0. Those are your two choices, and it's going to be 60, of course. So now if we just take a quick moment to review everything we've done, we've started our timer. It actually started at 2:35, but we rolled it back to 7:30 a.m. to reflect the actual start time. I have 7 hours exactly. I took a 30-minute lunch break, leaving me with 6 hours and 30 minutes that I needed to allocate accordingly. So I chose the Nova Red Deer project. I put 5 hours there. And then I chose training, 1 hour and 30 minutes allocated there. I even put in the training code, or training name, so that everyone was aware of what training it was exactly that I had taken. And then I even picked LOA. And now all left to do is to submit my timesheet.